Confirmed muon wobble remains unexplained. Datum 202-10413. How fast do elementary particles wobble? A surprising answer to this seemingly inconsequential question came out of Brookhaven National Laboratory in New York, USA in 2001, and indicated that the standard model of particle physics, adopted widely in physics, is incomplete. Specifically, the muon A, the Fornax cluster of galaxies. Datum 201-60611. Named for the southern constellation toward which most of its galaxies can be found. The Fornax cluster is one of the closest clusters of galaxies, about 62 million light-years away. It is almost 20 times more distant than our neighboring Andromeda galaxy, and only about 10% further than the stars and dust through Bardé's window. Datum 200711219. Billions of stars light up the direction toward the center of our galaxy. The vast majority of these stars are themselves billions of years old, rivaling their home Milky Way galaxy in age. Together with interstellar dust, these old stars combine to create this yellowish starscape. Although the OP, a helix nebula deep field. Datum 202500729. Is the Helix Nebula looking at you? No. Not in any biological sense. But it does look quite like an eye. The Helix Nebula is so named because it also appears that you are looking down the axis of a helix. In actuality, it is now understood to have a surprisingly complex geometry, including radial phi. High noon analemma over Azerbaijan. Datum 201-31014. Is the sun always straight up at noontime? No. For example, the sun never appears directly overhead from locations well north or south of the Earth's equator. Conversely, there is always a place on Earth where the sun will appear at zenith at noon, for example on the equator during an equinox. Closer to Beta Pic. Datum 199800122. What did our solar system look like as the planets were forming? Since the 1980s, astronomers have been pointing toward Beta Pictoris, a young, sun-like star a mere 50 light-years distant. As a likely example, Beta Pic is surrounded by a disk of dust which we view nearly edge-on. The dust disk shine